Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk and this video is about the Ordinary Buffett Serum with what you can and cannot combine it when setting up a skincare routine. And those are questions that I'm still receiving, and therefore I want to do a specific video about it, and hopefully by the end of the video you also have a better understanding on how you can also include your Buffett Serum in your skincare routine. Now I want to continue with my little series which I just have started, since with this I can also give you some real life examples so that you also can visually see what a routine should not look like as well as what it can look like, so that you also have a better understanding of how you can also use or include the product in your routine. Now I want to get started with what you should not combine it. And first of all, you have to remember two things. Do not use it with the ordinary pure forms and ethylated forms of vitamin C, and also do not use it with any AHA or BHA products. Now, what can this also look like? Well, first of all, I want to go over the AHA and BHA acids, which are basically also the leave-on exfoliating acids that the ordinary has, such as the ordinary glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid, or salicylic acid. When using Buffett, please do not use any of those exfoliating acids in the same routine. Keep them separate. So let's say you have glycolic acid as well as Buffett, and you aren't sure how you should use them. You can go ahead, for example, and use Buffett in your morning routine, but then also go ahead and use glycolic acid in the evening when not using Buffett. So that's fine, as long as you're going to keep them separate, but please do not use them in the same routine. And this is not only with the glycolic acid, exfoliating solution, but also with the rest of the ordinary acids. Now I also want to be very specific when it comes to the ordinary vitamin C's, the ethylated as well as L-ascorbic acid, like the pure forms of vitamin C. Please do not use the ordinary Buffett in the same routine when using those forms of vitamin C. And you can also see the list right here which products those are, so that you also have a better understanding that you should not use them in the same routine. Again, if you have Buffett as well as a pure ethylated form of vitamin C at home, use them in separate routines. Please do not combine them in the same routine. And again, do not use an exfoliating acid in that routine as well. Keep them separate. This is what you have to remember. The ordinary Buffett Serum has two conflicts which you have to remember, and this can also help you to set up your skincare routine if you remember those conflicts. Now I also want to talk about the ordinary peeling solution as well as the 2% salicylic acid mask. Now those are not leave-on exfoliators, those are basically exfoliating masks. They still include AHA and BHA, which is one of the conflicts that the ordinary Buffett Serum has. So even though you're washing it off, it still is not recommended to use them in the same routine. So if you want to use the ordinary peeling solution or salicylic acid mask, do not use Buffett in that specific routine. You may want to use Buffett in the morning and then just use the mask in the evening. As long as you're going to keep them separate, everything is fine. So those are the main conflicts that you also have to keep in mind when it comes to what you should not use in the same routine when using Buffett. Now I also want to talk about what example routines could look like if you also want to include Buffett in your specific routine. Now I often get the question, can I use Buffett with the ordinary retinoids or retinols? Yes, you're totally fine to also use them in the same routine, which can also be very effective since both are also anti-aging products. So if those are your concerns, you're more than welcome to also use them in the same routine. Just remember that when using the retinoid or retinols, use them in your evening skincare routine. Now you can also include the ordinary hydrators and oils in the same routine when using, for example, the ordinary Buffett Serum, which also includes any of the ordinary oils as well as amino acids, hyaluronic acid, marine hyaluronics, and also their natural moisturizing factors, which is also their moisturizer. Now here is an example routine when it comes to the hydrators and oils, what it could look like. Again, don't forget to avoid using a leave-on exfoliant or the peeling solution or salicylic acid mask in this specific routine. Skip it. However, you are fine to use the ordinary Buffett either also on its own and just finish off with a moisturizer, or you may also want to include an oil. But you're also fine to use, for example, the ordinary hyaluronic acid as well as the ordinary buffet in the same routine, and then just finish off with an oil or moisturizer. That's fine too. Just remember that if you're using it in the morning, don't forget your sunscreen as your last step. Now you're also fine to use the ordinary more molecules category when using the ordinary buffet serum, which also includes alpha-butin, the caffeine solution, niacinamide serum, as well as niacinamide powder. So you are fine to also include one of those or maybe two of those in the same routine when also using the ordinary buffet serum. And this is also what an example routine would look like. And let's say you're going to include the ordinary caffeine solution and you want to combine it with the ordinary buffet serum. You're fine to use it. Just keep in mind to use the caffeine solution before applying buffet. This is basically going to be your first serum and then move on to the rest of your routine. Now you're also fine to use the ordinary antioxidants with the ordinary buffet serum. Now keep in mind, I'm talking about the ordinary buffet serum. If you want to think of any other peptides when it comes to the ordinary peptides in general, please always check the ordinary website and check the conflicts, because you're fine to use the ordinary antioxidants with it, which is all of them, like EUK 134, pycnogenol, as well as the resveratrol and ferulic acid. You can use them in the same routine when using buffet. However, when deciding on using another peptide from the ordinary, check their conflicts, because this may change. I do want to remind you. And this is also what a routine could look like. Since the ordinary antioxidants, those are anhydrous solutions, you would apply buffet at first and then move on to one of the antioxidants. And then you may also want to add an oil or moisturizer at the end, or immediately move on to your sunscreen if you're using it in the morning. So those are example routines with how you can also include buffet in your skincare routine. Now you also know with what you cannot use it in the same routine as well as with what you can. And I'm talking specifically about the buffet serum itself. If you want to combine it with any of the other products, or you may want to use more than one serum, always check the ordinary official website under their regimen guide, where they do talk about the conflicts, so that you're making sure that when using buffet in one routine, and let's say you want to use niacinamide as well and another serum, make sure that you also always check the conflicts with each serum so that you're not coming across any issues, because you want to get most out of each product that you're including in your skincare routine. Now, if you want to know more about how you can specifically layer different products when also including buffet, for example, in your skincare routine and see different combinations, as well as how you can apply buffet on the face, I have a few videos for you which I can link at the end of this video where you can see this specifically, where I'm also going to show you how I'm applying it on my face as well, so that you do not only see it based on example routines, which I just have shared with you, but you also see the actual application. So if you want to know more about them, check them out after this video. And this is also what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that with those examples, it is now clear and you also have a better understanding of how you can also introduce buffet into your skincare routine. Now, if you like this video, please also don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And thank you so much for watching and listening to me. And I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.